spat out the fixtures, we knew that from September through the end of October is going to be hell. Everybody knew that. But guess what? You have to win those games no matter
Everyone
what.
plays each other twice, man.
No matter what, you have to win those games. And you've tripped up twice. You've tripped up twice. Now you're in a position where I don't even want to, I hate looking this far ahead, but we're in a position where this might be the this run of fixtures might be the make or break our season. This run from from now till about, where would I say, till about November, end of November, make or
But
break our season.
this is the territory we wanted to be in, man.
Yeah, we
Everyone
have,
got a right.
of course, with Port Vale, we have Newcastle away, we have Olympiacos at home, West Ham at home, Fulham away, the Atletico at home, Crystal Palace at home, Burnley away. Those are the slippery games that Arsenal will drop points at. Those have to be W's
And
from
look at December. Well, late November
brother.
slash December. Looks North
Brother, from
London.
now till November, from now till the end of November, from now
End
till
of the
the
year, man.
Tottenham game,
Really. In fact, the games
has
ain't
to
getting any
be
easier, blood.
it has to be W's. Diluted. Not I'm not saying I'm not saying points. I'm saying from now till the end of November, it has to be W's. No draws, no losses. It has to be W's.
Look,
Otherwise,
these are
that's
mad
where we
games,
put
you know.
ourselves. What?
You're right, but these are mad games, you know. Like what you said. Let's say
That
you
is the
said now to
spot
the
we
end of
put
November.
ourselves in.
So for those that are just listening, yeah, what? Obviously we drew against City, Port Vale. Then, if we can, there might be an element of rotation. Newcastle away, Olympiacos, West Ham at home, Fulham away. Any given time, Arsenal fans, it's not that we shouldn't have confidence, but we've seen ourselves slip up against them kind of teams there.
Right,
Atletico
and that's
Madrid,
why
boy,
I
that's going to
say
be
this is
stinky.
the most important period. Look at the teams. Look at the games we're playing. The
It's
teams and the
this one
games
for
we're
me.
playing, and here deluded the teams.
Sunderland away
The
ain't easy as well.
Stadium of Light, bro. Stadium of Light,
Xhaka, Screamer,
brother.
North London derby. Then you got Bayern. Then you got Chelsea. Remember, God forbid, but we'll get on to Noni. But injuries, rotations, fatigue. Like the games are coming thick and fast. So
And it's
everyone's gonna
usually,
need to be on this.
where does Arsenal usually fail? So why I say this is the most important period. And you guys might say you don't see no Liverpool's, you don't see no whatever, you don't see blah 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 blah. Where does Arsenal usually slip? It's at West Ham, it's at Fulham, it's at whatever. It's a whole bunch of those games that we need W's for this next 2 months. For
This
the
period,
next two
really.
months.
Crystal Palace at home, even as well. Don't sleep on that. I've all the confidence we'll get put results, but it's difficult, you know. I don't even know. Graham Potter might lose his job by then, where West Ham are concerned. Fulham away stung us before. Atletico, ooh, Crystal Palace, Burnley
Brother,
away. They're
when
gonna make
we
that difficult.
deluded, when we have to chasing 5 points behind Liverpool, chasing, we have to win every single one of these games. That's gonna be
Let me ask you that as well.
that's
Yeah,
where Arteta
like,
loses his job right there. That
I
run of
don't.
fixtures. Either
Let me
either
ask you
either
this. Yeah,
keeps his
like
job or loses his job right there.
obviously, we're 5 points behind Liverpool in it. We might not win the league title. I still give it to Liverpool. But I'm of the belief, yes, we've made it difficult. Yes, they're going to drop points. We're also going to drop points. I'm at the point where all the things we've spoken about in the first 48 hours, 48 minutes, Mikel Arteta has to arrest that in it. That's before I can look at what Liverpool are doing. I'm just in Arsenal mode. But 5 games in, sorry, 5, 6 games in, whatever, 5 points behind Liverpool. Are people exaggerating a bit? Because 1 minute we're going to win the league, then we're not. Is it overblown, or is it we've seen this before?
It's human nature to overblow. It's one of those. It's that whole, you want to be it's the pressure of the clicks, the internet. You want to be right. You want to be the one that proclaims. So we're in a hot take culture. We're in a hot take culture. So I want to be the one that says it right now on this stream, because guess what? When it happens in May, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back to this
I told
stream,
you so.
clip it up, put it there, and say I was the one that said it on this particular day. So that's why we live in an instant gratification world where, again, it's and we become so tunnel vision, right? Like, I try not to, but when everybody around you is just so tunnel vision, it's just so hard to resist. So we literally go game by game. You're either world class, you're world class today, And then by tomorrow, this is the same person we're talking about, by the way. You're world class today. 3 days from now, you're shit. Like make that make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Such
So
is life.
it's just the nature of the world that we live in, where, as I alluded to in that whole thing, Arteta literally, for there not to be any noise, Arteta literally needs to go invincible for the rest of the thing. Otherwise, his job, no matter what he's done then or whatever, whenever that next banana peel, anytime a banana peel happens, a slip of a thing,
Pitchforks.
there will be shouts for his job, because
And it's not gonna stop. The squad is
it
very
ain't
good
gonna
on
stop
paper. It's not
until
really gonna come.
you know what makes it stop. You know what makes it stop. But unfortunately, guess what? And that's what pisses me off. So what I'm okay with. I'm okay with, take the piss out of me May throughout August and all that. I don't care. That's glow to say that to me. But once we've started and we're still at game week 5, and just because we're 5 points ahead, you can't just then declare that it's over and then do the trophy sale. It's literally what anything you say football take wise. What a trophy! Liverpool's
Just
5 points ahead.
one-upmanship,
They've
man, and
already won.
banter, man. There's never honest conversation anymore, man. Like, I'm all for laughing and joking and bantering. I banter a lot, so I understand it. But at some point, when are we just going to get back to just actually analyzing the game of football? Not just our team, but everywhere. But unfortunately, we live in a day and age where there's an Arsenal tax, there's vested agendas, not even just necessarily my club. I call them horse to the engagement, because, all it takes is the Arsenal City game. The truth is, we did our thing in the second half. We're shoddy in the first. Someone will just make some edgy takes because people are going to react to it. Whether I'm talking the truth or not, they just want to see engagements in it.
And
So it's never going to change, man.
we are the one. We're probably in terms of engagement wise. I'm trying to think of any other corners of the internet that I'm in, bro. I don't think I've seen anything like what Arsenal does in like football Twitter world.
Football Twitter is.
It's
I don't know what
crazy.
to say.
Anything
It
we do,
is crazy. It's crazy. It's
we
childish.
there's that word. There's the phrase feeding families. Arsenal literally, an Arsenal loss literally feeds families for media. Media companies, media players, the
All week they're talking about
social
Pep and
media
City and
managers on
Arsenal.
the platforms.
Right, it's dark. What do you make of this from Theo Walcott as well, man? My question would be, I think this is on the game. My question would be, why did it take until the 90th minute for Arsenal to go on the offensive? Why not from the start of the game? I'm not normally critical of Arteta, but it feels like he got away with one today. It felt like he admitted he made a mistake with his team selection by making those 2 subs at halftime, while his other substitutions came really late. What do you make of that from Theo?
I don't know if this is too loud.
Can't hear it.
Oh no. I got that. All right. I literally said the same exact thing. Why weren't you doing during Martinelli's run? Why weren't you doing this whole game? Why weren't you doing he's right. He is. My question is, why did it take till the 90th? He is right. How do we go get in behind for the first time in the whole entire game, bro? So I can understand missing chances deluded. I can understand missing chances. Getting a chance. How does it take the whole entire game? A team that spent 300 million in the summer. We had guys sitting on the bench. You saw the first half. You saw the first half yourself. You saw what happened in the first half. We had a lot of guys sitting on the bench. Why does it take until the end? He's right. It felt like he admitted the, and no, but he didn't admit it, and that's where he's wrong. The second part is where he's wrong. It felt like he didn't admittedly. Where did Arteta admit? What I saw was him paraded. I'm proud of my team.
Well, it didn't ask me about the midfield 3 and Bilbao. I think he means that obviously Eze came on. I'm not sure on Saka sub though, because admittedly, when Saka came on at halftime, I did think that was a tactical decision. We'll get on to Noni, but apparently Noni picked up an injury, so then he threw out Saka. But he admitted it, and even that in the game, maybe he smelt blood and City were respecting us a bit too much. But Timber came off. We got Wanyeri in the mix. Obviously, Martinelli second game in a row, impactful sub and whatnot. I actually think Bernardo should have been given a second yellow card and Trossard been booked, and they should have went to 10. I'm not.
I
I'm
saw
not
an
gonna be
interesting
that guy.
tweet.
I'm not gonna be that
No,
guy.
no, no. I am. Fuck it. I am. I don't care. I am. I saw a tweet, and I 1,000% agree with that tweet because guess what? If it was the other way around, deluded. If Trossard was on the yellow, not Bernardo, both of those players would have gotten that yellow, and Trossard would have been tossed off. We've seen it. We saw it 3, 4, 5 times last season. So I will be that guy if you want. Bernardo should have been off. It should have been yellow to Trossard, yellow to him. That would have been a second. He should have gone off. It's absolutely it's crazy. What was I gonna say about Arteta? Oh, damn.
He'll come back, man. We can win it. One positive is the halftime changes. I fully expect him to wait until the 60, 70. Yeah, but that needs to. I'm not saying you always need to change it at halftime, but like Slot's known to change things. Obviously, Slot has hooked man in the first half. Is this just one of those rare moments where we're not happy with how Arteta deployed the team from the start, but you made the changes? I wouldn't say it's a positive yet, JD. I need to, God forbid, but unfortunately, it's football. I need to see scenarios where we're like this, and he does that because he didn't do it at Anfield.
You have 6 years. You have 6 years of evidence, deluded. You have 6 years of evidence that tells you that he just sits on his hand. One game doesn't change. It's that whole thing where he's become world class after one game, kind of thing. He just has to. He has to get his game selection right. And yeah, there he is, our big game player. Now
don't come back over here. So don't come back over here with the
people wanted him gone. I'm one of them that floats.
Stay over that side if you sold just spots.
I dip in the two camps. I want him gone.
You're not allowed.
I love him. I want him gone. I love him. I double dip.
Shameless.
But again, big game. Ran in behind. I was stunned by the finish. I was stunned. That's not Martinelli. That is not Martinelli. That is not Martinelli. That is like Ronaldo. That is someone that possessed Martinelli's body because that is not Gabriel. Trust me, I know.
When he hasn't got to think, he's cash money, man. That's his problem. You're 25 or something. You should have to think. Has he played his way into the Newcastle team?
So we have to. That's another question we start asking. So what is he now? What is he now? Because this is now two games that he's come on. Is he now? So the Arteta language, is he now a starter or is he a finisher? This is now 2 games that he's finished.
I'd imagine you're still an impact sub. But then my thing is,
so you're telling me we run back Trossard?
This is what I'm alluding to. You beat me to it. Like, who the hell plays on the left? I might have to concede Eze plays on the left purely because Eze on the left is better than him being on the bench. If
you want Marino, Rice, and Zubimendi again.
I just said it. I want Eze in the 10. But I don't know. I can't 100% tell you that against Newcastle, Marino isn't going to be there. I hope Arteta does something differently. I want Eze in the 10, Rice and Zubi, like you said. But then, who's on the left?
Oh, wait, Newcastle's on the weekend.
Do you go with Trossard? What do you do over there?
Newcastle's on the weekend.
Yeah,
Newcastle's on the weekend. Knowing then Saka will start. So Saka will start. The Madueke apparently is not an ACL. He is injured, but it's not an ACL.
Good to have Saka back, by the way, as well.
Yeah, that was good to see.
Yeah, he's set to be on the Madueke is going to be set for a spell on the sidelines due to knee injury sustained against
not
City,
an ACL.
Not suffered an ACL. So many injuries.
So what? So Saka's. That's another thing. It's like how we beef up the squad and we already have an injury crisis? That would have been
such is life for us.
ACL. Did you see the video of him walking off? When I saw the video
when
of him
he was
walking
humbling
off, I was like, oh my god, it's last season all over.
It's a shame for Noni because he's getting a bit of confidence. You know, people don't really care about the fact that you was at Chelsea and that. The only question mark was obviously goals and assists, but you're finding your feet and it's kind of stop-start. Who's injured now? What's that? Well, Saka's just come back, which is annoying as well. But what's that? Madueke,
where's Havertz,
Hincapie, Ben White, I think is actually touching goal.
White was on the bench.
Yeah, but what was the game before Bilbao? He was on the bench the game before Bilbao. Then he wasn't. Now he's here. So I don't know if White's ready.
What happened? What happened with the new guy?
Mascara. Oh, Hincapie. Hincapie. He didn't allude to it. Arteta didn't allude to it. He just said he picked up a knock.
He didn't explain it.
No, I didn't go in depth. Hopefully he's off tomorrow.
That's another that's another thing that pisses me off. Arteta, the media is who communicates to the fans. So I get it that you're not trying to do like you can't just be giving non-answers for everything.
It's true.
Boom. Thoughts on that. That's another one that pisses me off. That pissed me off. Thoughts on why do you when it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get it. I get his the Saliba, but thoughts on Mascara sitting.
I was of
It
the
was
camp
working.
played.
It was working. The
I was of the
Mascara
camp play
Gabriel was
Saliba
looking
still.
very good.
I was of the camp of play Saliba still. No slight on Mascara. Like Mascara could have went in. It's one of them. If that goal's conceded and Mascara's there, man are gonna say, "Oh, that's why you play Saliba." I blame everybody. I know some people saying it's Gabriel Magalhaes, it's Saliba, it's Calafiori. I think it's a combination of errors, though. If I'm honest with you, I think if I'm going to blame anyone, it's probably our midfield because it's like three men are running to one ball and it's just a culmination of errors.
Yeah,
It's
this
jarring
is
because Mascara didn't put a foot wrong. He might even get a run. I reckon he'll get a run out of right back at some point. But our squad depth is being tested early doors. Jesus, we all know he's got a long-term injury. Like no one ain't expecting
he's
him
not even
anytime
he's not
soon.
even he's not even registered.
Yeah, so that
He's
tells you
gonna
it's a
come second
January
half of
thing.
the year.
Yeah, so he's out, and he might, if we believe reports, he might be got. He might be gone. What did you make of Saka's before? So yeah, I would have went with Saliba, but Mascara probably should have started in hindsight. What did you make of Saka's return? Because I think he looked a bit sharp,
Uh, he was a bit more direct. He was direct.
especially when he went to the
Well,
left.
way more direct than Trossard. Trossard on that side. He he cuts in a bit more. He's the one that so Madueke goes byline. Madueke tries to go byline and then square it. He cuts in a bit more. I thought he was okay. It's I mean he's coming back from injury. He was way more direct. He didn't really put a foot wrong. He pushed. He was pushing. There were moments where he was going at his guy, trying to take him on, trying to up the tempo and all that. Was he on Kusanov? No, he wasn't on Kusanov's side. He was on the other side. He's another one that he had a monster game. That Kusanov kid. He was just eating up everything. But yeah, no, I mean he's him. It's just can you stay? We need him. This is what is
Wrap
the
him in
Saka
cotton wool, man.
the Saka thing. What he now needs to. I'm not saying this is his fault or whatever, but the situation that Saka's in, what Henri was in those teams back in the day, that's him now.
Talented.
He now needs to be held to a standard where it has to be 10, 11 world-class performances in a row. Then okay, you can fall off a little bit for like one game, then back to think. It's like he needs to carry this team.
Sounds like you're not happy with Saka.
The title hopes are it's not that I'm not happy. It's just I don't think the fans hold him to the right standard he should be held to. He's held to because he came through Hayland. The fans still see him as the 16-year-old Saka, where if he has a bad game, it's don't say anything and all that. No, we need to demand excellence out of this guy. He is the main guy. He is how Arsenal goes is how he goes.
I'd be
It's
all
the
right. He's always
situation
up
we're
there
in.
for goals. He always turns it on the big games for us. His record's
Yeah,
there.
no,
I'll
no, no,
be
right.
nice.
So no, no, I'm just reiterating. We just need him on the field now more than ever. Now more than ever, 20 goals.
I mean, if your manager and my manager, if they actually want to, if he starts putting the handbrake down and taking the shackles off, I think they can. I think it's a miracle what Saka's been doing. I think if I said this to Amenya, big up Amenya, and me and him had a respectful argument. I said if I assume, and I'm not saying I want this, I'm not saying Arteta is going to change things, but if I assume what I'm seeing in the attacking sense does not change, it'll be a miracle if Gyökeres gets 15 goals in the Prem. It'll be an absolute miracle.
Yeah, yeah,
because it's not going to happen.
yeah.
What do you make of
Let's.
this?
You know what? No, 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 no. Let's see him. Let's see him. So this run of fixtures. This is what we bought Gyökeres for. This is the run of fixtures where, because if we're being fair, again, we'll be fair. Our start of our season has been crazy. The toughest start of the season. Very tough. It's this run of fixtures that we pointed out where I said where we'll either win or lose the league. Arteta keeps or he gets fired. This is where Gyökeres needs to show up.
He's bagging against Atletico Madrid.
This is where I need a goal at Newcastle. I need three. I need three against West Ham at home, banging a little hat trick. One goal away at Fulham. Okay, maybe Atletico doesn't work out. Simeone's tough. We're back against Palace, back in the scoring business. Two
Eze as well
potential
for that
hat
game.
trick. There you go. Eze supplying you against his old team. Burnley, he needs to score. Prague, he needs to score a hat trick. At the Stadium of Light, he needs to score. It would be nice. Tottenham, this is how you become a folk hero. This is where he needs to eat. These games right here.
And this is where Arteta needs to, because these are some. I back us against anyone. Like I think we'll beat Sunderland, for example, but that's not easy. It'll be a very different Spurs under Thomas Frank, but that we could win that. Bayern Munich, I want to show them that it's not the Bayern Munich when we had Oxlade-Chamberlain and that. Chelsea, I expect a performance, because if I'm honest, the last 2 years, Stamford Bridge, we have not done well enough. Brentford, it's not the same, but it's Jack's fear. Villa away, they're poor, but things can change. There's no rest for the wicked,
game. That Sunderland game is gonna be something. That Sunderland game, I was actually thinking, I have my eye out if I can get a ticket in the away, and I've always wanted. There's 2 stadiums I've always wanted to see us play. I guess 3, 2 or 3 stadiums I've always wanted us to see.
Sunderland, Newcastle, Liverpool.
I've always wanted to go St. James's Park away end. Sunderland.
Yeah, you're in the bleachers, though.
Yep, I've always wanted to see how it's like up on the roof right there. The Stadium of Light. I've always wanted to go to the Stadium of Light and Anfield. Them three I've always wanted.
And that's an evening fixture as well. Obviously, these things can change, and like fixtures always change, but there's no rest for the wicked, man. Even that, that's like 3 games in what, 10 days?
Wet night at the Stadium of Light, bro. You know they'll be up for it. This is when
3 days to recover for Bayern Munich as well.
This is when Jokeris needs to eat. Tottenham. That period diluted. I told that the next 10 or so games is where we will tell you everything you need to know about us as a team, how our summer went. Everyone asking, are you happy with the signings? You'll know in 10 games. How our summer went, how us as a team, the manager. You'll know everything about Arsenal in 10 games.
And we don't really have a clean run. I'm trying to find, like, obviously, yeah, no games are easy on paper and whatnot, but I don't see a clean run this season for us. Like,
yeah,
there's no clean run where there's literally no clean run of fixtures. Like even the end, oh gosh, the end to the season is mad. You know what? Every game's a cup final. What do you make of this then? Could outside pressures and pundit agendas be affecting how we approach games way too scared and defensively minded? I would say
absolutely.
No.
You don't live in
That's the one thing Arsenal are not on.
You don't live in a life. That's life. You don't live in it. That whole it's kind of like how people ask on the internet. So like if you're a big personality on the internet, it's like, oh, do you read comments? Do you see the comments and all that? And then people say no. You can say no, but you don't live in a vacuum.
Every now and again,
yes,
you agree.
Yeah, yes, it does. Rice is online. Rice is online 24/7. They know everything that's being said. They know everything that's being said. They know who said it. They know when it was said. They actually just as quickly as I know, as addicted as I am, you slit those guys' wrist, all of them bleed blood. They're very aware. They will say for media, they will say in front of the thing so that maybe people can tone it down in front of cameras that they don't, but they're very aware. I mean, we all get banned from the stadium for saying stuff. If they weren't listening, then no one would be getting banned and stuff. And that's where the problem is. And the Arsenal stuff is unavoidable. That's where Arteta needs to really be able to identify guys, or whoever identifies needs to be able to identify guys to see, like, yo, this is a different beast. This ain't playing
That's
for.
A good point,
this
Schema,
is,
to be fair.
This is thing, yeah. To be fair, it's probably.
You're talking about when Nelly scored against Bilbao, and he was pointing to.
Oh yeah. Oh, there you go.
That's a good point. That's a good point. To be fair,
there you go. Oh, perfect example. Jokeris. How did Jokeris celebrate?
Yeah, Jokeris. Yeah,
he is in that league Ghana comment section after every game to see whether the motherfucker acknowledges him when he wins or what he's saying when he loses.
Well, I would say to the Arsenal players, if that's the case, go and put 2 middle fingers up at everybody.
Yeah, like, that's what you just have to win games. You have to win games. You cannot give them these little, because if we had beaten City, it's like the Man United one. They wanted to kill us, that Man United game. They were clutching at straws. It's like, oh, you won, but you lost. So it wasn't as bad. This City one, it's just I will see how long the cycle goes. But now that we have the FA Cup and stuff, we're hoping for a shock in the Carabao Cup. But yeah,
Hopefully, you know what? Max Dowman, Lewis Skelly, Wanyeri, the Halem boys,
yeah,
maybe see
Port
a new
Vale,
defensive partnership in Hincapie and Mascara. Bit of optimism going into Wednesday. So I
Port
reckon
Vale,
Saka gets minutes, to be fair.
Port Vale, get minutes into guys, get minutes into the squad guys. So the, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing. We're so deep now. Pause. We're so deep now. Pause that even the, if we rotate the entire 11, the 11 that could be starting. You know, the 11 starting against Port Vale is a Premier League level
Oh, into
squad.
the injuries, can we? Can't, like, I tried to do this before I came online. Because what?
Who's injured?
Kepa in goal,
Kepa,
assuming
yeah.
Hincapie and Mascara are fit. That's them two
Oh,
centre
Kepa
halves.
is not
We
fit.
hope we
Kepa is
hope
not fit.
White's able to play. That's right back.
What's the name? So the kid that played preseason can play.
Which one? Nichols.
I don't know if he's too. He's probably too small for center back. But
Oh,
the
Marley.
Marley
Yeah,
Salmon.
he'll probably be on the bench, but I don't
But
imagine he
he's
plays.
probably too. That's 15 for center back is
Yeah.
way
Look, what
too
Miles
young
Lewis
and too
Skelly
small.
left back, even though he could play in midfield. So that's our back
Yep.
five. Midfield then.
Norgard
No,
is fit.
no
So
God.
Norgard will
Will
play
he
in there.
start Marino? I'm thinking about him against on Sunday. Man.
Marino, put him in midfield. Keep him in midfield. Sit Rice. Who would you put? I would even. He didn't start. I would even put Eze 10
No God, Marino. It'd be nice for Eze to get some minutes. Go get your
just
first
to get some
Arsenal goal.
confidence, minutes, and all that. Minutes and
What
confidence.
Wanyeri
And
right
then,
wing? Just do it.
oh shit! I'd put Ethan 10. Put Ethan 10.
Or you could put Trossard out there.
Martinelli might start. Havertz on the Havertz on the bench?
Forget
Is
Havertz.
Havertz
Forget
there?
Havertz. He's not about for now. It'd be interesting. You know, off the top of my head, Kepa in goal. Assuming these
We
guys
might
are
not be
fit.
able to rotate as much as Dauman will start.
Dalman.
Dauman played in the Dauman
I'd
didn't
want to.
play. I think Dauman played for 21 so he could play this game.
That's why he played against Wolves. So he scored as well. Well, I'd
Yeah.
go Kepa, Mascara, Hincapie, White, Lewis Skelly. Midfield is where it gets techie. Norgard, Max Dowman in the 10. Oh, no. Norgard, Wanyeri,
He won't start
Marino
Dauman
just
in
do
the
me a
game.
job. Max Dowman go right wing.
Yeah, he won't start. Dauman's too young to
Up
start.
front,
So.